Okay, let's try to. Okay, maybe that'll
Good.
do it. Okay, so where I am now is in ACX .com, and this is where the what I call the like the matchmaking service to bring the authors together with the narrators. And this is how it looks for those that, at least from my end, from a narrator's end. I don't quite always know what it looks like on your end, but when I log into ACX, it allows you to set your filters, and that just means what you would like to do or not do. So, do you want to, for instance, exclude erotica from your search? Do you just want English language? Do you want mystery, romance, etc.? So, it can be, as you probably know, Deanie, it can be a little funky some days because it seems like it doesn't stick. The filters don't always stick. But usually when I come in and I log in the upper right hand corner, you can click titles accepting auditions. So I click on that as a narrator, and the first thing it does is bring up the paid ones that I have selected. So again, either the per finished hour or the royalty plus, which is part payment, part royalties. So that's how I have my filters set. And so I start looking. Now, here with covers, I mean, my eye is right away drawn to this book. I mean, it just, the font of the letters, the soft colors, I mean, that just really kind of drew my eye. And sometimes the title will as well combined.
Mhm.
So I may not be able to go beyond the first page, but we'll try. So I want to try to find one that looks a little DIY-ish. So let's see. And it
Yeah.
will. Okay. So again, some of these are what I'm showing now are coming under the paid category. And
Yeah, that one on your left there that has the oh, it's gone now.
oh, okay, let me
That
go
looked
back.
a little bit DIY.
Let me see if I can go back one more. And you'll kind of recognize them. Is it this one or this
No, the one
one?
to the left, with the I mean that one it's very hard for me to even see the
Oh,
title. So
okay.
that in itself, legibility is very important.
True,
And
true.
that one to me is not a very good design.
Now
Um,
I'm not quite sure which one you're
it's
speaking of.
called,
So
okay, just yeah, I know it's gone again.
is it gone again? Let
Yeah,
me scroll
just
down.
scroll down a little bit. All right, stop right there, and it's called "I'm His One." You
Oh,
can
yes,
be
yes,
you, or
yes.
you can't
Right
be
here.
you. That
Yes.
one bothers me. I
Hmm.
wouldn't bother to go in there because I just feel it's almost impossible to read what to get the. But of course, it's
Exactly.
also a matter of personal preference. But there
Absolutely.
definitely is setting the tone. It's like this is the first page of your book. The reader, when
Hmm.
they choose the book, they will. I very much look at the cover of a book before I read it. So even
And
for
this one,
narrators and for us, it's very important.
oh, absolutely. And this one actually doesn't even have the name of the book on the front page here. It just has her
Yeah,
name.
yeah, no,
So,
that's not a good one. And then
all right.
some of the more academic books, of course, by the very nature, are not exactly, they don't have the pictures that would attract the reader, but that's
Hmm.
a different matter altogether.
I also find, my past work, I'm not a designer, but I worked with, in my corporate and nonprofit world, working with the graphic designers in a hospital and different places and, creating a lot of flyers and all kinds of things. And so I was always in tune to, fonts and colors. And
Mhm.
so, like, this one looks really dark to me. And then some of them, like you say, the font, you can't even make out what
Mhm.
the title is.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go over and I just click on clear filters. This is how it's set up for me. Might be different
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
So
Then
now
all of
we've,
a sudden you have
woo,
1,600 titles instead of,
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
So here are, well, I'll just scroll down again. Like here's a really dark one. Um, that's
yeah.
fairly dark. if it's hard, I agree. If it's hard to see the title,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
now this one kind of caught my eye because it looks a little historical. Never would I have thought I would like a Western or historical romance. A lot of the Regency ones, I guess, are British by trade, so I don't usually, try out for
Hmm.
those. But this
Hmm.
one kind of caught my eye, and so I
Which
clicked
one
on it.
is it?
This is A Study in Steam.
Okay, see if I
Um,
can see that.
it's like she's got a turquoise ruffled dress on with red hair. A
Okay.
Study in
Oh, that one.
Steam.
Yes, I see it now. Yes.
Yeah,
So
and of
you're
course,
definitely attracted to the flowery
I
dresses.
I
Yeah.
colorful things that kind of
Yeah.
that do catch my eye. Um,
The one in the middle, a few, oh, we've
oh,
lost
that's
it
okay.
again.
Nope, I can go back.
There was one in the middle with a body art or something it's called. It's gone now, but the title of that is in
Oh,
such,
here.
it's in one of those really strange writing,
Yeah,
and it takes quite a bit to even figure out what the title is. So I think authors should be very careful about using very flowery writing in the title because it's you can't
agreed.
read it. I mean, yeah,
I force myself now to go from looking at the book cover almost to looking here where the title is listed
yeah.
because sometimes you can't. Like that,
Yeah.
that would be, that almost looks like, Brody or something that doesn't quite look
Yeah.
like body art to me. So that's a great point. That's a great
And
point.
the subtitle, I can't even see what that is. So, yeah,
I think
or
it's
the author's
just,
name.
yeah, is the
Yeah.
author's name there, and it's really hard to see. So let's stroll through here a little bit and see. Now this one is looks like a seashore, sable palms, and the southern squall.
Yeah,
I have
that
no
to
idea.
me is very popular nowadays with good literature books. That design does quite well, I feel.
Like an ocean front of some sort,
Just
or
the whole layout. It
mm-hmm,
is a lot of the very good books you get nowadays. Popular books
mm-hmm.
have that kind of design, not necessarily seashore, but you know, some kind of a nature
the
scene.
the
Yeah.
layout too. I
Yes.
like.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
the author's name in big print, and
Yeah.
that looks kind of nice. Let me just go in and check here to see that nobody else is trying to get in with us. So bear with me here for a second. I'll see if I can.
No.
I don't see anybody, but let me try to go back up again. I'm trying to find the chat. That's what I do when I get in here. I can't always find the chat box again.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't see.
Very bottom or the permissions usually at the very top.
Here we go. Let's see. Nope. Cancel that. Go back down.
So the other thing about the cover is that it often has the emotion, like if it's a dark mystery thriller,
Yes.
it's darker and it really attracts the readers of that genre. And then you get the more romantic ones, like the ones you like with that would
It
attract.
just, yes, that just
And the
seems to.
sci-fi ones, they're always
Oh,
pretty good with all the dragons and so on.
yeah, you get the werewolf ones. You see a wolf in the
Yeah.
back, or
Yes.
vampires and things like that. I've
Mhm.
got a couple narrator friends who really are into those.
Yeah.
This is actually looks like it's a memoir. It's Grief is Love, and
Yeah, I like that one.
that's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's a
Yeah,
good one. Yeah.
that's eye catching.
And
Um,
both the author and the title are very, very clear to see.
yes, I agree. I agree. Let's see. We'll just kind of
How
scroll
to
down.
stop binge eating, that one's a little bit messy. All that tiny little
Oh,
script
here.
there,
Oh,
and yeah,
yes.
that's not a very good one in my eyes
Yes.
anyway.
Right there. There's some
Yeah,
little wording right there.
yes.
This one looks really dark.
Yeah,
Garden Secret. It's really dark, and
I
the
don't,
red is hard sometimes to see on that as well.
and
And
I don't, the
oh
author is not visible at all unless it's
no,
there at the very bottom.
right there. You
authors
know,
are important. They should be very
yes.
clear.
Toot thine own horn, lest it be not tooted.
Yeah,
There's my
exactly.
advice for you.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, and you know, as people age, I know in case of my mom, she's got severe or advanced macular degeneration.
Mhm.
And before it really settled in, she started having trouble reading red lettering.
Mm,
So if that perhaps were white, you know, it
yeah.
would offset a little bit more. But keep in mind, I think sometimes the red ink, you know, people that use red ink pens for certain things. I mean, we do them for, I'm sure a lot of people do it, you know, for editing purposes or
Mhm.
marking our scripts or whatnot. But for reading, sometimes the
Yeah.
red ink I find can
That's
be
hard.
a little
And the one
difficult.
right above it, sorry to
Whoops.
interrupt,
Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. Let me
the
go back.
lady with that, that's a messy looking one. It's hard to read. And, there's yeah, sorry, we've
That's
lost you
okay.
now. Yes, that one. The lady in the car with glasses and a gun. I like the title, but it's just the writing is, there's too much of it and it's very messy the way that's put out, you
I don't,
know.
I'm sorry. Which one is it
That
now?
was right above the one you just talked about with the red title.
Oh, right, right, right.
Yes,
Okay.
Sebastian. Yeah.
Yes. I think
Yeah.
that might have just come out today. I think I just saw that one come out
Yeah.
today. Agreed. That's a really thick font, and it's also really tight. The letters are on top of
Yeah.
each other, and
Yeah.
just, you know, for me, for aging eyes, I need I need a little space in between.
Yeah. 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 So
Um,
it's interesting. I don't know if I think it would be very helpful for authors to think of that. And, this might not be their final, because often
right.
the final one that comes out has been cleaned up. So that has happened.
Yes, and I find
Yeah.
too that after, and I'm not sure why, maybe because they're going to add our names on as the narrator. Excuse me. Once I accept a book on ACX, the cover disappears for a while. It'll
Yes.
be
Yes.
blank for a while. Have you
Yeah.
found that? So I figure they're adding our names to it as
Yeah.
narrating. I'm
In the
trying.
beginning, the first few years, I always had my name added, but lately they don't really do that. They don't often add the narrator's name.
Indeed, they should.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to find one here that really jumps out at me as a DIY one. This one,
Yeah.
maybe these two a little bit
Yes,
here,
yes.
but I just wonder if ACX gives them templates to use. That would be good
No,
to
I
know
don't
from
think
the,
so.
you don't think so?
I
Okay.
don't think so, no. And that one with the brain has been so overused. There's so many
Oh,
times. Yeah, you
yes.
see that
Yes,
one.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Now, this is a little hard to read.
Yeah.
The white
Yeah.
print on the
On the
pink
pink
background.
background. Yeah.
If there had been like a dark gray, or, oh, I hear somebody coming in. Hold on, here comes
Good,
Jennifer.
good.
Good. I didn't have to look for it, they just appeared. So hopefully, I heard the little ding. Okay. Hello,
Jennifer. Oh, I think
Jennifer.
it's maybe somebody I know. It's
Hey,
possible.
Jennifer. I'll just ask her to unmute. Hey, Jennifer.
Hello.
Is this the Jennifer?
It is. I've never been called the Jennifer before.
The
That's
Jennifer?
funny.
You're my Jennifer.
Yes, 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 I am.
Let me see if I can figure out so I know your video is not on, but I'm just trying to see how I can see everybody now. Me and Zoom don't always get along, as I said. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. I got us in a line now. So I don't know if you've had a chance to listen or tune in yet, Jennifer. This is Deanie. And
Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer was one of my first contacts in audiobook land,
Oh,
along with
lovely.
Curtis. And she narrates and she's becoming an author too.
Oh,
So
great.
she's has many talents. So we're just talking, and it's just strictly from our experience. You know, I just preface that I'm not experts in book covers at all, but we're
Neither am
just
I.
talking about what draws our eye as narrators. You know, when we're looking at books to produce. So we're just talking right now. We're on. Can you see the screen, Jennifer?
Yes, I can. Sorry, I'm trying
Okay.
to set up my headphones because
Okay, that's okay. Just
we're
want to
on
make sure you
our
can see us.
yeah, we're on a school break, so
Oh, okay.
everyone's home. So
Oh, bless your heart. Well, we were just talking about, darkness and light and fonts and things that really draw our eye or that tune us out, and even some titles. But like we were just saying, this pink one here with the white type, for me, it could stand to be like a charcoal gray or, something that might
Mhm.
pull that out. And Deanie and I have just been having fun here going through some of them.
Mhm.
I'm trying to find one that really looks like a DIY because we've talked about the importance if the funds are there and the budget is there to
Mhm.
invest in, a quality book cover.
Mhm.
Um,
You got a couple right there. You had
yeah,
one on the last page too.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, I can go
yeah,
back
multiple.
one.
Okay.
I'll go back one.
Okay. So,
Which one now?
okay, scroll down
Hmm.
right there, that Roswell.
Okay.
Um,
Roswell.
yeah, I would probably not, like, as a narrator, I would probably not click
Mm.
on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what category this is in as far as pay is, but if
Mm-hmm.
it's royalty share, I would absolutely skip it.
Okay.
Um,
And
because mhm.
yeah, why? Yeah, go ahead and elaborate. Uh-huh.
So I would skip it because it does look too DIY. Now I'm all for doing your own cover. Right
Mm-hmm.
now I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
playing around with mine. I'm not sure
But
if I
there's a way
want
to
to
do
like,
it. Yeah.
yes, there's a way to make it look not like it's right off of the Canva,
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
sci-fi, like looks like all they did was change their names in it.
Mm.
Um, because if this is royalty share, that's not really going to grab readers. Now, right below it, that
Mm-hmm.
DNA, the way they
Mm-hmm.
did that is actually, you could tell it's a nonfiction book. You
Mm-hmm.
can get a lot of information off of it. It's actually really well done.
Yeah, I kind
Um,
of I saw that. I think there's two of them. And
mhm.
actually, you know, I actually thought at first glance it was like not a biography, but like
Like a
a f-
sci-fi type.
I'm sorry.
Oh, like a sci-fi type.
I thought it was like a professional.
Hmm.
It's not my DNA until you just said that you can tell it's a fiction. So
Or
when
it's
I first
nonfiction. I'm
or not
sorry, nonfiction.
oh nonfiction, okay. Because I
Yeah.
thought, oh, okay, well maybe this is a mystery I should look
Yeah.
at.
Now,
Actually, when you look at the duplicate not accepted, I think actually it's not nonfiction.
Let's just look.
Yeah,
Let's just
yeah,
look
no,
in. So we click on the
yes,
title,
yeah.
and this is for those of you, this is what we see on our end. And we've talked about this in the videos that I've done in the group under the guide tabs. So here's the estimated length of this project, which is super short, 1.3 hours. This is what they're paying. This is what they're offering, which is
Highway robbery.
a bit low on the PFH thing. However,
absolutely.
this would not be too bad, in my humble opinion, if they were willing to do the royalty share plus. So
Right.
to
Yeah.
Yeah,
do, I
but
say
they
I
never, when you apply for that, they're going to say, no, they're only offering
yes.
100. They're not, I mean, 50. And they
Hmm.
probably don't do
Yep.
royalty plus. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I bring it up in the videos. So word count, English, blah blah blah. So then over here it tells us about the title. I'm looking at this little icons or categories here. So it'll
it is
tell you.
nonfiction, Jennifer. You were right. It's
Ah,
nonfiction. Yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
nonfiction, falls under biographies and memoirs.
Hmm.
And then we click on audition, and sometimes they will copy and paste it in here for us,
Yeah.
but often it's a download. Every now and then we'll get like some gobbledygook stuff, that like all
Hmm.
script, whatever. So there's something
Coding.
coding. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
HTML.
And then we just
Yes.
click on that and we take a look at it. And then from there, going into getting off track here, but here's the script.
You can also
And
get a good sense about when you go to about this title and you click on the link, you
mm-hmm.
go into the look inside. I like to do that too.
Mm.
Say that
Because
say that again now. I'm sorry, I missed that.
sorry. So if you go to a lot of times what I like to do is I look at the about this title and I
Mhm.
click on the Amazon link and
Yes,
I
I
go
just
to the
started
look
doing that.
inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
All right.
look inside is so important too.
Oh,
Oh,
let's
and the
do that.
sales rank is important.
Absolutely.
So what's the look inside? Is this it here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's the
so
look inside?
yeah, you just click on the book cover right there.
Here? Okay.
And what you can do is what I like to do too, and this is also a good way to, and I know we're not talking about audiobooks, so we're talking about audiobooks, is to make sure it's not a scam.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Make sure everything matches on this page, on the title page. Make sure it's all, she's got her
Mm,
P's and Q's in a
Mm-hmm.
row here because you've got
yeah.
the copyright. Like this is a legitimate
Yeah.
nonfiction book.
And that's a good
And
cover.
That is a
I
nice
like it
cover.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good cover.
and she might have done that herself, but it looks great. Like
Mm-hmm.
I like for what it is,
Mm-hmm.
it fits. Is
Mhm.
it the absolute best? No. But it looks like it's a picture of the author. You've
Mm-hmm.
got the nice kind of overlapped images in the background.
Mhm.
The
Looks like her professional headshot has been,
mhm.
Yeah.
included, which is nice. Nice headshot, professional.
Yeah. And then the fonts are kind of neat. It kind of
Mm-hmm.
gives a sci-fi
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
kind of look
Es-
to the book. I like
Connotation,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
her name here. So.
And it matches her name matches the same font that the title is.
Oh,
So,
aren't you
Mm,
clever?
uh-huh.
Aren't
yeah.
you clever?
So that's important too. That's something that I sat in some webinars through like I watched some courses through Readsy and sat in some webinars about cover design, and that was
Mm-hmm.
something that they mentioned was matching the font and making
Ah.
everything align. So like the one next to it, the Magical Christmas Night, that's a beautiful cover.
It
That's
is. I told Dean, I said, I
beautiful.
really
Yeah, you
caught,
liked it, yes.
I did, that
Yeah.
caught my eye. And
Yeah.
somewhere, I have no idea because I'm in different groups, um, or maybe I have a graphic artist who does things for me out. Of course, I don't do book covers, but there was somewhere in some challenge or something that actually matched fonts that work well together. So you might use it as your title and then the subline or
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
little what's the word I always think of,
The
tagline.
Yeah.
tagline, yeah.
Tagline, yeah.
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 All right, let's see. We'll do a couple more, and then we'll
Yeah,
close up shop
Jennifer,
here.
you've given us some very good, you're a real
Yes,
asset here. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Did somebody see the one about that was posted, and it was just from an author, and it was a well-known book. It was just up in the last week or so. Um, if maybe it's still up, I'll have to look at it. But I mean, that would catch my eye just because I like listening to true
Ted
crime
Bundy. Oh,
stories,
me
Ted
too.
Bundy. This one is kind of interesting.
I like that one.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Would draw me in as a mystery detective, but they'll probably want a male voice for that one, so have to move on.
Yeah.
Um,
That summary one
this
looks a
one.
little bit DIY.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
this
not
one. Yes.
the clock is even half cut off and everything.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It
Do
looks
I
too
hear?
like copy and paste.
Did I just
Yeah.
hear a voice?
And that one, bottom left is too full. It's really hard to read the title. It's
Oh,
just way too much on the cover.
yes. Yes.
Yep.
It needs a
hmm
darker ink font or something. Yeah,
And
for sure.
less information on the
Yes.
cover. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we need to open the book to read the book. We don't need to.
Exactly. Give us a reason. Give us a reason to read it. And
Yeah,
now here, this looks
Ooh,
you will see a
DIY.
lot of
that's
that.
not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying, I think right before you came in, Jennifer, I wondered because some of them look really similar. Like I'll see
Yep.
a lot of these, and I just wondered if ACX, when the people were putting in their book information, if they gave them some kind of a tool to create a cover of some sort, but she
No,
didn't. No.
No, I don't think
no,
so.
Yeah.
And
no.
of course,
Go ahead.
and in the end, it has to be a square, doesn't it?
It does have to be a certain
Yeah.
a certain size, certain
Size.
dimensions to go
Mhm.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
And they're pretty picky about that. Like that would all of the all of the ones that are like too stretched out, like that Moo in the Dragon Closet, that's probably not going to pass
Yeah,
QC.
Mhm.
that was hard.
Yeah. Most of these that I see in front of me, except looking for a snack, that one's good. But the others are not good, especially the no image available.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's
that
a
one.
little
Let's jump on
sketchy.
that. I thought I heard my little bell tingle for another person, but I didn't see a notice pop up. So I hope I'm not, if I'm overlooking anyone, I'm sorry. It's just me and Zoom not playing well together. This one
Mm.
doesn't look too bad except the very top line,
Mhm.
but looking like a snack. I don't know
Yeah,
if that
I
means
thought that
I
was a
look like a
good
snack.
one. That was a good one.
Ooh, we got our puppy dog.
Yeah, sorry, it's
No,
our
no, that's
mini
fine.
Aussie. He must have
Oh my goodness.
heard the wind or something.
Yeah.
Of course, this one might catch my eye just because of
I like it.
Oh,
the letter and the little asterisk.
oh my goodness.
That's funny. I like
Oh
it.
my
I
gosh.
like that one in the middle, the Earth Keeper.
But is it look? It looks
That's
Very
dark.
dark.
It looks so
it
dark.
is, but you know what it tells me about it? It's probably horror or
Yeah.
supernatural suspense.
It
True.
definitely
And
Yeah.
sets the tone. It sets the
Yes.
mhm,
tone, that's for sure.
And if that's
yep,
what they're
yep.
looking for,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very
Absolutely.
ominous, I like it.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. I'll make this the last page here.
Mhm.
Now, see,
We
I'm drawn to these, but again, it's excuse me, British. If
Yeah.
it's a
Pam is a
Regency.
romantic, we've discovered.
Yes, what can I say? I'm a sucker for a good romance.
Oh, me
Happily ever
too.
after.
I
Me
like
too.
the
And those
horror ones.
Oh my, you surprise me. You're
Yeah, I
holding out on
know.
us.
I've done a couple of really, thrillers with quite a lot of swearing and stuff in it,
Oh,
but I do not do erotica.
yeah, I've
I have
done
no interest in that.
I did one book which I really liked the story and it wasn't in the audition script and me bad, I didn't prep as much as I should have, and then all of a sudden this steamy scene just kind of like appeared out of nowhere, and GD appeared out of nowhere. There was no
Oh
F
my
bombs,
goodness.
but I was like, oh dear, well I got to get myself ready for this.
I
Yeah.
So
think I think I've only narrated like two books that didn't have
ah!
explicit. I'm the
Oh, a
complete
lot of
opposite.
narrators love them. They make a lot of money out of them.
They
Hmm.
do. And I've been following, I was telling Deanie, I've been following some of the male narrators because
Oh yeah.
it helps me.
Hmm.
Well, you know who we're probably talking about, but there's two of them that I really like. But it does help me get in the frame of mind of the male character
Yes,
when the
absolutely.
females have to do the male
Hmm.
Hmm.
script. You know,
Yeah.
that's it really does help, and it has helped in my current book. So I'm channeling these fellas in my mind.
You know what? I do the same thing because they're so amazing, and it's
Yes,
so difficult for us to have that masculine, you know, and grit to our voices.
yes,
We just have to emulate it as best as possible.
But
and
conversely, many of the male narrators, their female characters sound terrible. So
yeah, it's
I
hard to
think it's
get.
almost harder for a male narrator to do a believable female character.
Hmm.
I would think it's more of a challenge. I would
Yeah,
think I've
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
Because
gotten
if we
used
at least
to.
can talk,
Yeah, we.
like this and sound very aggressive and
And the fellas, I will say the one I've been listening to, it's I don't know what the word is, but I see the person. I can still
Hmm.
see the female person that he's narrating
portraying.
for, performing for. So, but anyway, ladies, thank you so much for popping
Yeah.
in. It was kind of a short notice to do it by Zoom, so I'll hopefully haven't messed anything up, and I'll be able to post this in the group for others to take and listen to on the replay. So I thank you, and we'll have to do it again. Maybe we'll do a group meet and greet one night
Yeah,
and
that's
just kind of go round table
Fun.
and
yeah.
get everybody to, at least say hi. I know it's hard. We've got a couple Australia people. We've got an English gal, so it's like 5 hours later for her. So try to find a time that kind of works for everybody. So it's been a joy. Thank you,
Yes,
Adini. It was
thank
so
you so much,
good,
Pam.
and thank you for the idea. That was great. So,
Oh, you're
um,
welcome.
and authors, if you have any questions about anything we've chatted about and laughed about and giggled about, having to do with book covers, please post it in the group. We'll be happy to chime in and give you any feedback that we can from the narrator's perspective. So,
Yeah, and hopefully the criticism we gave to some of these book titles are not going to cause any
yes, it's not,
ripples.
yeah,
Oh
we
yeah.
don't, we're not professional graphic artists. We're just telling
No.
you from a narrator's perspective what draws us
Exactly.
in, the colors, the fonts, the titles, what might make us pass on one might, really speak to us. And we're all different. So we've got horror and romance, and Jennifer's got both happening there. So, that's, we're probably not well represented because we only have the two.
Well, I have done some sci-fi, some YA
Oh,
sci-fi.
that's right.
So
That's right.
those
Yes,
are
that's
they're
right.
not like, the super best books. Kind of a great example of why editors are important, but it was a pretty good series.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
good. That's
I
great.
think a pass through an editor would have made them phenomenal. Um, but I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a big sci-fi fan like I thought I was. But they were covers that were done by the author, and they were kind of that middle of the road
Mm-hmm.
type
Mm-hmm.
of cover. So I thought, decent, you know, but maybe in the next set they'll up the ante and go for
Mm-hmm.
even more.
Yeah.
We'll
If
see. We'll see. Good things are coming from that author, so it's
yes,
exciting.
yes, it works both ways, right? And
Yeah.
and we'll pick another topic and come back to it and hop on again. So,
Yeah.
well, thank you again, and thanks for being so participatory in the group. I appreciate it. So, you all have a good evening or afternoon or wherever you are. Hope it's good for everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very
Take
much,
care.
Pam.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Take
Bye.
Bye.
care. Bye bye.
Bye.